Welcome back to the Unorganized. Hashtag Cut Different on all platforms, all streaming platforms.
That's it.
I got my boy Nick in here.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, should I say it or should I not?
Is he shy?
Nah. It's the
Hey, okay. Moving right along.
it's cold.
Nick a little shy. We got Lilo in here.
Yo, Lilo Beats.
Huh?
Lilo Beats.
Oh, okay. You said it kind of low, like you weren't trying to promote your stuff. I wanted you to say it again.
You got it.
And last but not least, the only person that was late today, Ty.
Nah, that's yourself. You the only one that was left. He's the only one that's late.
Hey, I kept the tenant now. I said the person that's late should bring wine.
I mean, that's true. I mean, you did do that. But you got your money's worth this morning. It's all good, bro.
I know you was mad when you seen them texts like we all here.
Yeah. I was like, why are y'all here so early? They didn't tell me, hey, can y'all verify for me out there in listening land? Did the time go forward?
They're going to put
Oh, it's up there.
Ah, that's funny.
Oh, shoot. So just because I ain't touched my phone today, it looked like the same time was on there.
Mm-hmm.
And my phone did do a digital update today like that. It did a software update too.
Are you one of the ones that walk around your house and look at your clock and go by that versus
I
your
don't
phone?
have clocks in my house.
You don't have clocks in your house.
I don't like clocks.
I don't either.
Yeah. I'm on my own time.
Why?
I'm on my own time.
I just
So-
think it's pointless because we have phones.
Wait. Let me ask you this. So are you one of them type of people that like literally, like, you don't think it's the next day until you go to sleep?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's bad?
No, you
Nah.
said damn, so I said
I guess the response for that situation was what?
Shit.
Yeah, if I go to sleep at 2, it's still Thursday, man.
Man.
Yeah, when I wake up again.
Oh, that's how I
Friday.
think too, yeah.
That's how you think too?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
none of y'all don't go by time,
That
really?
shit carries on until I go to sleep.
You do?
Technicality, yes, I do. So I know that. But even though I know technically, yes, say 2 in the morning is the next day.
Yeah.
My mind said the new day started till I went my ass up, though. So, I may go to bed at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not looking at it as per se, oh shit, it's like, it's the next day. It's this day. I'm looking at it like, damn, it's 3 o'clock in goddamn morning. We take my ass to bed.
So-
when I wake up, then that's when the new day starts. You feel me?
So you're corporate. That's basically what you're saying. You're corporate.
That ain't really corporate.
That is corporate America. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I do.
waking up inside the morning and shit like that. Like,
I wake up early.
Oh, actually, I wake up early. Like, I wake up
wake
at
up at
6:30, 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
I wake up at 3.
In the morning?
3 in the morning?
I go to work for 4.
Oh.
Oh, I look at you like, damn. You want to talk about it, dog? Why you up?
I go to work for 6.
He
but,
be
you
up
know,
with Jesus.
Oh, the
I
main
have
line.
this motto, if you're
Early bird kiss worm.
no, if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late.
Say it again.
If you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late.
Boy, you sound like Coach Prime. You sound like Coach
You know what
Prime.
I'm saying?
You sound like Coach Prime.
That's a militant way of thinking.
I like that. What
It don't,
happened?
my mind said it don't start till I get there.
I mean,
Is
I
that
get
CP
it.
time?
What time was that?
It's
That's
CP
G.
time.
That's G side.
Yeah. The first thing I got to do of the day, even if it's an appointment for work or anything, I'm going to be late 5 minutes.
So you owe your time constantly, period.
No, because I try to respect everybody else's time.
But you feel like you have a 5-minute grace window.
And when I first get up. When
So-
I first get up, I feel like I got 5 minutes.
So question, so you go to a doctor's appointment, right?
5 minutes.
It's 5 minutes, like even if you got
My
find
doctor
if you got
knows
find if you got find new stuff, you got find a new sheet. We need you to find a couple of sheets.
My doctor stopped doing the phone call when you late or canceling an appointment if you late for me because he knew the 1 or 2 times I see him a year, he going to be about 5 minutes late.
So it's better for so you have the mindset it's better ask for permission than ask for forgiveness than permission, right?
Right.
Amen.
I didn't even know that. But yeah, I do. I do believe in that. For certain things. But if it involves somebody else's well-being, I try to be punctual about stuff like
I always
that.
ask people that.
I care about
like,
other people more than myself now.
Yeah.
It's just that 5 minutes, that's my selfishness. That's me. Maybe I want to wait for my my tea to warm up a little bit more before I get in the car.
Do you feel weird that if you go to a place early, do you feel a little weird? Like, man, what the fuck I'm doing right here waiting on everybody?
Yeah, now you're wasting my time.
Damn, see how you flipped it.
Now you wasting my time.
After
Hey,
5,
when y'all
you
be
see
when
that.
them times where everybody's late and I'm sitting
You
here,
be aggravated as fuck, don't you?
man, I'm like, I
We
coulda
know
did
you do.
this. I could have did that, but that's how that's not personal. That's just how I am.
That's why we had to
Like
mess.
that's me.
And that's why we had to mess with you this morning. 'Cause
I wasn't late though.
12:05.
Hey, you were, hey,
I was
young bull waiting on your ass.
At 12.
Young bull waiting like.
How about now? You was here.
Yeah.
You was here when I pulled up.
Young
I pulled
bull
up
eating
like
breakfast
11:50.
already. He was eating breakfast.
You ate first this time?
Ooh, you know what I'm saying?
What?
Everything.
I always have to clean up a Burger King bag or something for you.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Matter of fact, I got another
No
bag
advertisement.
for you.
Right, I'm throw that right there.
I was like, yeah, matter of fact.
You only left like 2 whole sandwiches in before.
Man,
Damn, so you be
I
hungry in
looked
your
in the
mind.
bag.
You don't eat a lot, do you?
That's it. I definitely don't, man. You know what I'm saying? Usually I be trying to get to the bag, and I be forgetting about eating and all type of shit.
Yeah, you know, I think I got an issue because I looked at them 2 sandwiches one time and I ain't had no lunch.
Did you eat it?
And I was like,
Is he gonna
And
come
be
back?
watch this.
Like, is he
no,
gonna come back?
should I eat this? Or should I just throw it away? I got this thing with my grandmother. We didn't throw away nothing. Food, we don't throw away food.
That was the thing back
So
in
it
the
was
day.
me looking at it like, that's a waste.
What kind of sandwich was it? You know, I just want to be a fat nigga. That's what I hear. What you?
I don't know. He had a fish sandwich and a
Hey,
chicken.
Hey, okay, with the fish.
I looked at that fish and I said no.
Oh, what you?
And I was looking at the other
You don't
one.
like fish?
You don't like?
It was old fish. It had been sitting out for 2 days.
Oh, yeah, you can't eat that fish.
But it's also Burger King and McDonald's food. You know, you can let that stuff sit out for 2, 3, 4 weeks,
But it's about
and it's gonna look the same.
that shit do not have no type of goddamn.
But it's gonna have you. It's gonna have you on the toilet. You're gonna have a stomach cramp.
Hell yeah, that boy slide.
I'm glad he enjoyed himself, though. You know what I'm saying?
This my thing.
Yeah. That's all.
So, anyways, getting to the topics of the day. Some things I noticed on the social web this week. Chris Rock finally dropped a special, and he finally addressed the year-old slap to date, which a special he threw on did live streaming on Netflix in Jada's hometown, Baltimore, right?
I believe so.
And he went through the subject line to me. I'm just setting it up, y'all. Y'all come in. The subject line to me was dope. Like selective outrage, which a lot of people have anyway.
I heard it
Like you want to be one of the flock.
Mm-hmm.
You get mad at what everybody else got mad at. Or you want to be mad at R. Kelly, but you're not mad at Jerry Lee Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or you want to be mad at R. Kelly and not Elvis. Same crime, same issues, but his music can bump and this one off Spotify.
Made movies off of it.
You know what I mean? So the point of selective outrage, I thought it was brilliant, but I also thought that'd probably be a subject better for Dave Chappelle, maybe not Chris, because Chris is more of a shock comment.
He's a shock comment, but he's gonna still keep it a certain. He ain't gonna go all the way there.
He's a gut puncher. He's good.
He have his moments. I say he have
took
his
the
moments.
last 5 minutes of the show to call Jada a bitch. I'm like, a year later? Like,
Talking about a
ain't
year
that-
later.
Ain't that why you got slapped?
Like-
Disrespecting this man's wife? Like, why would you do it now? But that's my opinion. Y'all, I start with,
I mean, I've heard different. Go ahead.
I mean, ugh.
oh, you weren't ready? We can skip you? Come back to you?
Come back.
Man, this is how I feel about it. Like, so I heard bits of sound clips and sound bites of it.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
I ain't watch all of it. No, I did not.
Y'all, none of y'all watched it?
No, I've watched the sound
I
bites
just
of it and
watched
stuff
whatever-
like that. So
I
here's
just
the
watched that part because that's the only thing that's circling.
So here's the thing I've been hearing. I've been hearing mixed reviews about it. Some people like it. Some people did not like it. I think some people had felt like the last probably 10 minutes of the show was probably the best part. That's why I'm hearing consistently that the last 10 minutes was pretty much was like the best of the show. Other than that, it was kind of like hit and miss, right? I think that the topic of what he was talking about did make sense, but like you said, I think the wrong person was the one that actually delivered it. Does that make sense? Based upon the subject matter, selective outrage. Is that correct?
which he delivered brilliantly.
You could deliver it brilliant, but I feel like, I mean, even though it's his show, you know, and everything like that, but that type of subject matter, if you want to go there, it got to be with the right person to really go there all the way, not based upon certain scenarios that's going to, you know.
I don't know. I mean, I think I got to watch it again, but I think he hit it.
I'm going to watch it again. I'm going to, go ahead.
I think I'm ready. Man, I feel like, man, look, so in all honesty, I feel like people be having shit to, people be running out of shit to say, man, or like do, or like conversate about, or even have a show about. And that's how I'm looking at it. Like, I think he was looking at it from both angles. Like, oh, okay, well, this is hot and this is trending, and I can try to still see if I can try to get a bag off of it. But ideally, man, I really just be feeling like, man, if a person is not like into it, it's always gonna be a stale show, or you know what I'm saying, or you could tell that it's something that's bothering him. You know,
so you haven't seen it yet.
People did say that during his jokes that he was trying to deliver, he was messing up, and they said that he was a little bit off and everything like that. That's what I heard.
He didn't make that many mistakes on stage. Chris is brilliant live. Like he's good, but he
has some good shows.
To me, the last 10 minutes to me took away from what he had set up.
So in the last 10 minutes of the show, just to make sure, he was focusing more on the aspect of the slap and what was he focusing on?
Oh, the last 10 minutes?
Yes.
To me, he focused on making sure he dropped his nuts on stage without Jada or Will being present. Like, if you was going to wait a whole year to be disrespectful, you should have just... The last thing he said, the reason that he didn't respond to that slap right then and there on stage, because his parents taught him not to fight in front of white people. I feel like he could have built that whole situation around that we shouldn't do certain things in certain environments instead of him just being disrespectful to Jada and Will.
Yeah, I just think it's petty. That's all I say.
Yeah.
It's
was
petty and
I'll look at it. I think he was just waiting for it to just die down. And then, you know, like regain himself, like talk to his family and kids, or try to, I don't know, gain back popularity or whatever.
It was a loss.
That was
from what I hear.
I don't know. He
Will still eating.
Yeah.
Will responded to it. He said he should just move on.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you
so the guy slapped him
again.
What?
Yeah, but you
But see,
you got slapped for being disrespectful. So, why are you being disrespectful still? Leave it alone.
So my question to you now...
You should have slapped me back.
So here's my question to you that you're saying that now that he's done this show, right, and now a year has passed, and we reflect back on the moment when he did that, do you feel like, based upon how Chris has responded, based upon his recent show, that what Will Smith did was warranted?
I do. I still stand
Do you feel like it's warranted?
I still stand by that. I don't
Even
think
to this day.
When you disrespect a man's wife, when a man is truly committed to his wife,
the wife's not committed to him though.
Yeah, but that's their business.
That is their business.
That's their business, but that's still his wife. Like if any one of us, you the married person in the room, if any one of us says something out of pocket about your wife and your wife is sitting here, it's going to be a problem.
It's going to be a problem. You have to because, and here's the reason why you have to, because I look at it from the standpoint where our job is meant to protect. Right? Now, of course, we don't want to go into things blindly, but if you see that there's a situation where your wife, your child, anything that is yours, is being disrespected, being put in harm's way, it's our job to handle the situation. Yeah. It's our job to protect. You feel me?
And what does that say as a man?
So as a man, so if you think about it, imagine this. Now, what's on the flip side? You don't protect your wife. You don't defend her. In a sense where she's being violated blatantly, and you know it, and you're not doing nothing about it, and you don't respond to it. Now you go home. You think your relationship going to be the same? I'm asking the question. This is a question. Do you think your relationship is going to be the same? Do you think that she's going to view you the same way before?
I think what he did, he just did it backwards. I think he should have said, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth" first, And if he said it again, then go up there and slap him. That's just
what we talked about when we addressed it when it happened. Dude, we actually got shows a year ago. So we don't know. In the past, he disrespected when the Oscar So White thing came out. Mm-hmm. Chris did a whole bit disrespecting Jada. Back then, previous to the slap.
He done disrespected her a few times.
Yeah, a few times. And some shows that he's done.
It will never
and the
responded.
Oscars he did.
It never responded.
Now, and something you said, Chris did say after that he ain't got nothing else to say about it. After this special, he ain't got nothing else to say about it. But when you disrespect my wife or my family in front of me, what are you saying how you feel about me?
Yeah.
Now you out of pocket. I'm standing right here.
Yeah. But he laughed first, though. I don't know.
That was nervous. Like I get mad at people.
Yeah,
all the time.
that was an uncomfortable laugh.
I'm dead. I'm about to knock you out, and you laughing.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, though, that situation.
Yeah, that was I'm thinking laugh.
Yeah,
I get it.
You thinking about it?
Yeah, you thinking.
Yeah,
You know, everybody don't laugh that laugh.
Yeah, like
I know that laugh.
You know what I mean?
It's about to go down. Let's move these tables and these chairs out the way. It's about to go down. He over there giggling, looking crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's how you feel.
Now on the flip side, Marlon Wayans had a special too.
That joke was funny though. Marlon's an idiot.
So you saw that one?
I've seen Marlon. I didn't see that one though, but I've seen Marlon stuff. Marlon's an idiot.
No, you didn't see this stand up?
No.
Man, I'm gonna take these. I wish I can edit. Just take these whole conversations out.
but we can still talk about. Break it up. Let's talk.
Marlon Wayans did a whole hour on that situation. He got Will, he got Chris, and he got Jada. He got all of them.
Wow.
But in the mix of it, he was letting them know what he learned from each of them. And his whole point is, he started to show it, they ain't have nothing to do with Will, Jada, or Chris. Chris dissed him a long time ago, and he stopped doing stand-up for 20 years.
Chris
Jada, Marlon,
Ooh.
he heckled him, and he stopped doing stand-up. Jada was his friend, and he thought, she called him one day a long time ago. He thought he was going to finally get a chance with Jada. She's like, oh, she finna F me. And he got over there, who's sitting on the couch? I want to introduce you to Will Smith.
Ooh.
He said,
I
this
gotta
ain't
watch
have
this.
nothing to do with Will, Jada, or Chris. That on March, something, at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard, he said all of that every time he mentioned it. They ain't have nothing to do with them. That incident was about God loves me. He got all of them back for me.
He flipped it. He flipped it.
Yeah, so that's what his whole thing was. It was brilliant. It was remnants. You know I love stand-up.
Yeah.
It reminded me of what Neil Brennan did with the 3 mics.
Wow.
He told 3 different stand-up bits at the same show.
Marlon is smart, man, and Marlon
Finally, he sucked in the past,
but he done found his way, and I think he became more confident as to who he is. Because Marlon now, especially you would listen to his interviews on the Breakfast Club, that joke will be going off.
Did you know he was 50?
I knew, but he was young though. He young with it, yeah. Oh yeah,
He don't look it.
he don't look it at all. He like in his 30s.
Shit, 20s if you catch him on the right
He catch
day.
on the right day, yeah.
You look like a kid.
Yeah, he $50. Them Wayans, they getting up there, bro. But yeah, man, Marlon's funny though, man. Marlon's an idiot, but he's smart though too.
All right, well, so that was that on the fact that
I watched it. No one else did.
Nobody else that wasn't interesting. But y'all let us know what y'all think.
I like Chris.
For those that saw it.
I was like, yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like Chris Rock I like some of his stuff in the past, but I wasn't super excited about wanting to see this special.
I was.
I really wasn't. I will watch it though because I've heard a lot of different things about it. I'm a type of person where I want to get my own opinion on it based on me watching it versus hearing what others got to say about it. So I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I was excited to see what material he said he wasn't going to address the incident because he had worked so long and hard to put a show together, and everybody was saying the show was good. So I wanted to see what the show was like.
Let me ask you a question though. But do you think that Chris Rock benefited from it from a career standpoint from
Absolutely.
Will Smith?
Oh, yeah.
Financially.
Financially.
Career wise,
Oh, definitely.
there's certain things you can't do because of that.
That's
Do
what
you
it's
think
about.
people felt sorry for him more than anything, or they felt like what he did was a real
Yeah, they
noble
feel
thing?
sorry for him.
Some people, I think it was 50-50. I mean, it's some
Yeah.
dudes.
I'm like, when
Go
you-
ahead, Nick. I ain't.
No, I mean, I'm on both sides.
Oh, you are your split decision.
Yeah,
You
like-
IHOP breakfast.
Nah.
Breakfast
I mean, the way y'all
sample.
explained it, I can see where y'all coming from. Actually, like,
You'll know when
Maybe
you
from-
get a wife.
man, listen,
When you get, I mean, but you got a son.
yeah,
Ain't nobody gonna come wrong. Just you got a mother. Like if it's one thing if you used to make some jokes and I ain't nowhere on the scene, but when you do it in my face, what you saying to me?
yeah.
What you telling me, bro?
Tell me that.
Like you know you out of pocket.
I'm gonna say what I gotta
mean,
say. You
yeah.
ain't gonna respond.
Cause me, I know I'm correcting it right there. I ain't probably gonna start off again with violence, cause I already know. You know what I mean? Especially where other people are being around. It's a time and place for things.
Oh yeah.
Man,
I mean,
But I'm gonna
start.
let my president be known. Like, just know.
You know, at the gas station, you can't just slap a brother because you don't know where that's going to go. But at the Oscars, ain't nobody got in here with no guns.
Exactly.
So I can just go up here and do what I
Exactly.
need to do to you right now. So,
Yeah.
you know, if it's at work, if it's at on the Oscars, you know it ain't going to be like that. So, anyway, marriage.
real quick, I got a question.
Y'all do know I closed this subject like 3 times already. But go ahead.
When do when do a man really like stop giving a fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Of just like what people think, or you know what I'm saying, and like just what people say and shit like that. Like, when do a man reach that point of just like being like, all right, you know what? I don't have to read the comments today. Don't have to read the replies. All I could do is just basically get up on here and say what the fuck I need to say and go on with my everyday life. So like, when do it reaches that point for a man to like be like, I don't give a fuck.
When he been
Say
hurt
what I
enough,
gotta say.
hurt to that point, where you really can't, you really don't give a rat's ass at that point. And then people say or do is just like a opinion. Like, it's like, oh, okay, so
Yeah, y'all are speaking low.
my bad.
Both of y'all.
But nah, I mean, I kind of get that, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have any?
I mean, my thing is, I think that when a man chooses as he gets older and he has wisdom,
Yeah.
right? You pick and choose your battles when to give a fuck and when not to give a fuck.
Yeah.
I know there's a time and place for everything. Like, I know that if you're in a setting where you're by yourself somewhere and it's an altercation go off where 6 cats are trying to jump on you, you got to pick and choose your battles, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You're not going to sit there and let them just jump on you. You're going to know when to fight and when to come back again.
I might need to back up out of
You know what I'm saying? The situation. So I think that then there's certain situations where you know where there's an opportunity where, or even if you don't think of the opportunity, that you know that you just have to defend yourself and it's a fight or flight type situation, then you're going to do what you have to do.
Yeah.
But
But when you're young, though, some cats don't use that discernment. They just don't, I don't give a fuck, period.
Some
So
people
do-
learn that early. though.
Yeah, some people learn it late.
So I get that from a violence or, you know what I'm saying, standstill, but I'm talking about from a verbal standstill. Should men give a fuck so much from a verbal?
No,
you know,
I think you cannot. You should not supposed to.
You're still human, though.
But you're still human, and things still do trigger.
Yeah.
And also, it does depend on the situation too. Again, because at the end of the day, you're disrespecting me as a man. I'm a man first. At the end of the day, that's my mentality. I don't give a damn about anything else. At the end of the day, I'm a man first. So if you disrespect me as a man, then I feel like I have the right to respond immediately to the situation if I choose to.
If you choose to.
But that's how I always say, when you meet somebody, whatever, you got to respect them first, because you don't know what that person has been through or whatever. Like,
Right.
you can say one thing, and next thing you know, you're getting slapped on the Oscars. You know what I mean?
Is respect earned or given?
Earned.
Earned?
I think you
said
give. I
you-
think
but
I
you just
said
said-
I will
I
say
mean-
I think it's a mixture of both. But go ahead.
It's like, okay, both, but if I meet you, I'm not going to meet you. I was like, what up, nigga? Like, you know, I ain't trying to get off that negative energy. I'm like,
So
what's
you
up,
gave
nigga?
it to him.
You get
He
about the
didn't earn
script.
it.
Yeah, like,
You can say that.
no, but as a man, I have to respect another man, because, again, I have family. I have, you know, a potential wife or kids or something.
He didn't earn that though. You
He
just
didn't.
gave it to him.
He didn't earn it.
but
But it's just his chance to earn it. However he respond back to me, just from that
Now
alone.
you can lose it,
Yeah, do it like that. Like,
but I'm gonna give it to you.
off rip. Yeah, off rip, I'm going to give it to you.
so essentially, you give it to
You
him.
giving it to him.
Technically-
It's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Technically. Yeah, he,
I don't like your hat.
You're petty. You're petty. You're petty.
I was gonna say what's on it.
What's the emblem? What's the emblem?
It's something. They don't pay me.
Okay, so you got no pay, no advertisement.
It's a name brand. But
You got something to say on that subject, or you want?
I know.
Nah, I mean, like I said before, like y'all kind of said, giving people, you know what I'm saying, respect is a big thing. But I'm like, you know what I'm saying, what happens when that individual really like changes that motive and, you know what I'm saying, be like, okay, well, you have to earn my respect. What are some of the,
That's somebody I ain't dealing with.
yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Because no, absolutely not. Because your energy.
If I gotta earn your respect, nah, I don't want no pause.
That's why I would say, like, approach somebody how you want to be
Yeah,
approached. You know what I mean?
yeah, I'm gonna give you respect.
Like,
Give me mine.
Like the first time if I met you and I, you know what I mean, like, and you said, "What's up?" Like, what up?
yeah.
You gonna be like, all right. You already know me, all right.
I would like the energy that you bring.
Yeah,
I feel like you come there from an arrogant standpoint. Like you like nigga, what you doing for me to want to be around you? Like, no, dog, it ain't like
Listen,
that.
I'll still respect him even after that. Like, but I'm gonna let him be his own little area, and you just don't come back in mine.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna still respect
I'm
your.
open this refrigerator.
Yeah, you
gas
know.
station, get my Sprite out of there.
Yeah,
and
you
keep it
know,
moving.
and
Keep
keep it
on
moving.
going.
So,
Hey.
question: Do you think men should start changing their dialogue between
Yeah.
other men?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I think that's
dialogue,
that's one of the biggest problems that we have. We don't know how to exchange dialogue with each other, and I think we also afraid of one another.
Their body language,
Intimidated.
their body language
Yes.
too.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think we are. I think that certain black people are intimidated by other black people. Absolutely.
So Chris
So
Rock.
at the end of the day, though, but the problem is though, we should not be afraid of each other.
Mm-hmm.
We should not. I should be able to approach you, and even if I don't know you, and speak to you. Hey,
Is
what's
it
going on, brother?
fear or being intelligent? Like,
I think
I
it's a
know this
possibility of
is-
both. I'm telling you it's a possibility of both
this
because I
is
know
going
people.
another way.
It's more
The reason I'm saying the fear because I know people who personally have lived in white suburban neighborhoods
Yeah.
that's not from Georgia,
Hey.
who had a culture shock when they came to Georgia because they said I never see this amount of black people ever in my entire life. And they was uncomfortable, and it took them a while to get used to being in that type of situation.
I'm comfortable wherever.
So it depends on the individual, again, based upon how they was raised and stuff like that. But we gotta be comfortable with each other.
Yeah.
We approach each other on the way of you being in defense mode versus being welcoming.
That's
You,
sad.
that's sad because I don't know you, but I'm on guard thinking that because during society does not help by the way things go. But at the same time, I should not be afraid of you either. Hey, what's going on, brother? How you, man? You good, bro? You good? I'm talking to you. You good?
Yeah, I'm straight.
Everything good. All right, cool. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
But you got some cats that if you approach them like that, nigga, do I know you?
Yeah.
Why you talking to me? And that's the dumbest way, and that's dumb.
No, and I just be like, listen, bro, I don't want no smoke. My bad.
That's my opinion.
Push
So
that
you
shit.
still speak though?
No, I'll just say, hey, we dead this shit right now. I ain't trying to, you know what I mean? It's nothing. What we about to fight about?
Right.
Bro, can I say good morning? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a dumb way to die, bro. I'm not gonna die over no good morning. All right, good night.
You got it.
You know what I mean?
No, I feel that. That's a good point, man. So, like I said before, men just have to be inside control of their emotions.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Got
saying? And picking and choosing and trying to what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. I hope you find it.
Be two-faced behind people's back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is not the answer.
Yeah.
You know, if you can't talk it out, and you know what I'm saying, as a man,
Yeah.
then you know what I'm saying, then it don't need to be touched at all.
Seek therapy.
You know, you have a million and one topics, you know what I'm saying, to talk about as far as doing stand up and comedy and things of that nature. But you want to nitpick on something that is aggravating you.
Yeah.
Oh, you sound like you still trying to attack Chris.
Let him take it.
I mean,
speak on it. Obviously, that's
it's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
So you feel like
I mean,
that?
but he got slapped, so he should be able to talk about it whenever he want to talk about it.
So
And he
question
should have
though,
reacted on it before he even talked about
I
it.
got
That's your opinion,
a question on
right?
It's my opinion.
G.
But are you saying that should be the way to do it?
What? If,
Like, you should deal with that right now.
if it was already inside motion, why not? You know what I'm saying?
So
Because
you gonna
obviously, Will didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? Inside his mind frame in order to be
So he should have fought.
think about it inside a different way.
So he should have fought him.
He brought it to him.
No, we'll talk afterwards. Like, I ain't gonna. I'm doing probably what Chris did. I'm gonna shoot Will a
Y'all
text.
got to see Marlon's
I'm shooting a little text. They just meet me here and here.
So what you saying is you gonna handle it, but it's gonna be off camera.
Yeah, off camera. I don't want that image on me.
Where you asking for? Where asking for you gonna be at?
Yeah.
Be in that back room. I need to holler at you. Me and you need to talk.
Hey, just real quick, bro. It's gonna be
Don't
real
bring
quick.
no security. Just me and you need to talk to each
real
other.
quick.
Go in the bathroom and lock the
Right, lock that bitch
look.
all the way up. We hit a goddamn.
And I'm gonna text him too.
We been
At
turning
least
this
G.I.
bitch
Joe.
We been turning this bitch to SummerSlam right quick for 5 minutes.
I want that same energy. At
So I
least
got a
G.I.
question
Joe
for
at
you.
home.
I got a question for Lilo. So you brought up the point that he brought this. I felt like I guess the comedy special he just brought up just to talk about it and everything like that. Do you feel like him talking about it was more of a therapeutic thing for him?
I feel like yes, and I feel like it was a publicity stunt. You know, that's how I truly feel about, you know, people inside, you know, high ranking industries. They use themselves, you know what I'm saying, as
That's a nigga excuse.
Why you say that? Damn.
I mean, because for me, I'm sick of black people saying it's because of the powers that be. He made that decision.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did they want that material, he also said yes to it. I'm gonna give it to you.
Cause isn't there a prompt that
You're
has
talking about a
this joke on there?
50-something-year-old man. You know what he was getting himself into. He knew they wanted him to finally speak on that. I believe the last 10 minutes is what he threw on there because they gave him the special and they was like, you got to address it now.
Wow.
We giving you $40 million. You got to include.
You made how much?
40.
You better talk about this shit.
Yeah, Netflix is like, yo.
You
But
better
if I
talk
was
about
Will, I feel disrespected by Netflix and Chris Rock.
it. Well, Netflix love Will Smith
But
too, though.
he ain't finna go after Netflix though.
He said something.
Oh,
Oh no, but Netflix played that man well. You know, Will done did a couple movies off there.
yeah.
He said something.
So ideally, it all comes down to the bag anyway. Ideally, like
For some people, my integrity ain't for sale, though.
Say it one more time for the people in the back. Say it
He
again.
said no.
Because my integrity ain't for sale. So, no, you can't make me say it.
But you said it. That's all I need to
No.
remember.
Oh, you tricked me, mother.
Hey, I don't care about your attention.
I
I
hate
care
your
about the
pants.
what? The results.
I hate your pants.
I hate your pants. I hate your socks too. That's my dog. Oh, that's my dog.
So, can we finally go on to the next subject? Y'all got it all out?
Let's go on to the next subject right quick. It's definitely because that's something I think that we need to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, even though y'all drew out the Chris Rock thing after I tried to end it a few times. But it's okay.
Put it in the
It's okay.
But it's good though because you know what? People had opinions on it. It was mixed reviews on it, so it's interesting to hear what people got to say about it.
Okay.
I know you love Chris. Everybody hates Chris, but you love
I was done with it like 17 minutes ago, but y'all kept,
you kept
talking
time
about
on
it.
it, dog.
Yeah, I was looking at the time.
Oh, he on time now.
Because
he
I
on time.
He
remember,
on time now.
because I remember you had to leave early. So I was trying to get all of it.
No, I'm messing with you, man. We just
So-
gonna give you a hard time.
So
We gotta get
y'all ready for the next topic?
Hot 105.
Y'all sure y'all ready for the next topic? You sure?
I'm ready.
You button up your robe, man.
Yeah. All comfortable.
All right. He ain't even got no string for his robe.
Hey.
Ghetto. So, as it pertains to marriage and the rules to marriage, this has been an interesting topic that's been going on for a minute now, and I recently seen some things about it online as well. What is a man's role in a marriage? What should he be responsible for in a marriage? What is your responsibilities, guys? Do you feel like you should pay all the bills?
I'll wait.
Even if she works, should her money be her money? And your money be for everybody but you? I mean, how y'all feel about that?
I always say, talk it through with your spouse.
Yes.
Because I mean, my $600,000 a year.
You make 600?
I'm just saying.
Oh.
Hypothetically speaking, I'm with you.
My $600,000 a year is not going to compare to somebody making $60,000 $60 a year. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't base my relationship with my wife with your relationship and your wife.
Prenup.
Y'all gotta.
He'll prenup. Nick will prenup the shit out of
Prenup.
Amen.
So,
Nick,
okay.
Nick,
Staying
you got
on topic.
600,000, you prenupping.
Let's address
Like
it. 'Cause
this.
This is serious. It's a serious topic now.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, when you say you got $600,000,
He prenupping.
and
Prenup.
hypothetically, what your wife made,
He said,
That's even if she makes
60,000.
anything.
but if she makes
let's
60, let's say she makes $60,000 a year,
Yeah.
should her $60,000 just be her money?
Her $60,000 should be the money for our children or whatever for the house. Yeah.
There you go. That was the answer.
Okay, well, that's a little too broad for us to really. Me and you make $50,000. Me and my wife make $50,000.
Mhm.
Let's just make it even
Okay.
each.
Okay.
Are you still responsible for all the bills in the house?
And this way it goes to y'all better talk it out because honestly, they say 50 and 50, y'all really making $100,000 a year.
Yeah,
So y'all can make
that's a
it
six-figure household.
exactly. That's a 6-figure household, but people see it as 50, my 50, my 50. That's a divide. When y'all get married, y'all combine. It's 100,000. Y'all make
Who should
100.
pay the mortgage?
Whoever, I mean, I can't, like I said, I can't speak. I would say, yes, the man should be the majority of the, you know what I mean? If you have a $50,000 job, you know that's, in today's world, that's not enough. So you may have a side hustle, making an extra, 10,000 or so, something on the side. You got to do something.
I love Nick. Nick said he not going 49.6. He ain't going 49.7.
I mean, it's really just whatever
You feel me?
works for y'all, man. Because
50,
y'all already
50.
married and y'all already going through life with, lifelong. So y'all might as well work things out. Y'all making 100,000 a year, not 50,000, 50,000. Y'all make 100,000.
It's better off alone. You be better off get in separate houses and basically getting everything together.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so man, I feel that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
definitely like
Just
one of my whole little main focal points too. Like I wouldn't mind paying the majority.
yeah.
I'd say maybe about 70-75%, maybe like
Yeah.
80%. But that other 20% need to do something.
Yeah. But like you said, I agree.
You know,
Yeah, I agree.
because
Go.
that's what I was saying. To make a long story short, you got to know what type of female that you know what I'm saying. Like you're trying to classify yourself into. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have one that's very materialistic, whereas you know what I'm saying she's taking advantage of you know what I'm saying your finances and your hard work.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, you got it. And if that's the case, then you know what I'm saying, it's best
But
if
you told me to stop.
you know what I'm saying, do your own little,
Yeah.
do your own little thing.
Yeah, and I say that too.
That boy loaded up. That's all he does. That's all I hear in the damn thing.
I said it too. It's not like we don't want to pay all the bills, but as in maybe that stage of life, we're not able to. That's what I say. Always talk it out. Don't say that you make 50,000 and she make 50,000. Y'all make 100,000 in the household.
Well, let me ask you something, Nick. Let me ask you something.
I like Nick. Go ahead, talk to Nick.
Yeah,
Talk to
yeah,
Slick
yeah.
Nick for a second.
Yeah.
Slick Nick.
Y'all go ahead and get it all
Get
out.
out your check. I want you to talk to Slick Nick.
These elder statesmen's coming.
Yeah, they coming.
We coming.
Yeah, the tribe is coming. The chicks are coming.
Let me ask you something though.
Yeah.
Like, say for instance, if you was paying for everything, right? You was the breadwinner, and you know what I'm saying, you was doing. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you talking like you sweet talking us.
Man, like sweet talking and shit. That's his oil, whatever you got for this mother. Nah, but say for instance, if you was a breadwinner,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, with you making all the money, what are some things that you would require from your wife if you didn't have her to pay for like the utilities, light bills?
See, you already jumping on to something else. So
I just-
have y'all dedicated
It's a question.
the conversation to exactly what you're responsible for? You got to answer the question.
Yeah.
completely.
I can't speak for everybody, but I did.
What do you feel you're responsible for in the marriage? I heard
Boy,
you
you
say.
stuttered, boy. You stuttered like hell, boy. You like,
I heard you say
Yeah.
75%. You comfortable?
That's
you
it.
feel
You
like
feel?
75%.
I'm gonna say 85.
85.
Yeah.
You might as well say all.
Like, that's
that's
you
really,
always
you just leaving her with her car note.
Right, that's what led me to this question. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, what are
Now-
some things you would?
Now the response. I'm gonna let you get back to your question to him now.
Yeah.
Now, you got to dissect what responsibility is. What responsibility to the marriage by way of the man means. You're responsible to the needs for your family. The needs are what?
House,
Shelter,
food,
clothes,
and transportation.
No,
No,
Mr.
that's not a necessity.
What's the other one?
Protection.
Protection. Yeah, protection. But
Job
I mean, how the
protection.
hell you gonna get from point A to point B? You ain't gonna ride a bike.
You can.
Good luck.
I mean, but you can though. You know what I mean? Like that's not a car is not a necessity. If I have a car, we have a car.
Right.
So transportation is in this.
Right. Transportation is a necessity.
No, but it's not a it's not a
I know what you're
necessity
talking
for.
A
For a
relationship.
family.
It depends on the. Watch this. Now I'm gonna be a joke.
You talking about a van?
Can I jump
shit?
in? Can I jump
Mom,
in?
something about what?
So I understand both sides, but it depends on your location. So let's give an example. You're in New York City.
You don't need a car.
That's still transportation. No, you gotta get on the train.
That's
Like, come
their
on, now
train.
that
That's
takes
not yours.
money.
It takes money, yeah, and that's part of your bill to be able to do that. So if you're looking at from that standpoint, yeah, then transportation. But I guess when I was hearing y'all talk about transportation, you're talking about actually buying a vehicle for that individual. Is that correct? I'm asking you, is that correct? Is that what y'all
This
guys
your wife
saying?
now.
This your
Okay,
wife?
so-
Because
Yeah,
I haven't answered
Okay.
yet. I haven't answered. I'm waiting though. I'm waiting.
This your wife.
Okay,
Now,
that's
this
a
ain't your
girl.
girlfriend.
Like you
This
said.
ain't your fiance. This is your wife. Y'all done went down the aisle, jumped
Now,
up, wherever
keep
it's
in mind,
Christian.
there's going to be women listening to this that want to understand
Ain't no
where
skateboards.
men come from.
Okay, so-
and men are listening, trying to understand
Right.
where we should come from.
So like what you said, if I have a car, she has a car, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, even if she don't
You
have
did
a
say
car,
that. You did
I
say
could pay for Ubers or whatever that she needs. I mean, if I'm paying for all the bills and you're supposed to be at home, this and that, I mean, I don't know where else you really want to go.
So-
Besides the store.
So let me bring you back to where I was.
Cook, goddamn.
Let me bring you back to where I was. What the necessities are. The responsibility, because we're bringing these responsibilities from historical values and biblical values. That's
The
what the
men are.
tenets. That's where the tenets of marriage came from.
Yeah.
So, if we're basing that, if we're talking about marriage, we have to go with the foundation of it, where it came from. So, we're talking about the necessities. All I had to do is make sure you had somewhere to live, and that you ate and you had clothes.
Mm-hmm.
That's from your
Everything else
standpoint.
is
That's
a
from your
blessing,
standpoint.
That's biblically and historically what the provisions of a man meant. Like, I need to make sure I can provide. Like, if we don't have anything else in the world, if I got those three things,
You doing your job.
we're okay. Now, everything else is an addition. You got today's time. You know, cars are available now. You got lights that are available now. You don't have to light lanterns and stuff like that to see.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got internet and all that stuff. Those are not necessities.
No. But, I mean, if you want to keep a lady, you better be.
So what's your opinion, dog? What is your opinion, dog?
No woman finna live in the house with no TV, no
trying to
radio.
tell
I got two different opinions.
Shit.
Damn right.
I got two different opinions.
To the stove.
My opinion.
He said, "Take me to the what?"
To the stove. What's going on?
Boy, these side comments got me dying, man.
Boy.
Your income is for your household as a man. Your income is for that. I'm putting all of these funds in the account to pay the bills. That's what I'm doing it for.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure that, one, we got a house, we got somewhere to live, and I want to make sure that we can eat, and that a majority of the bills I do feel like fall on the man.
I agree.
The main bills,
Got it.
not the extra stuff, car notes.
That's why I said car notes.
Oh,
I can help in-
Car notes
I mean,
for her?
That's
She gonna
not.
take care of
That's
my
not. Now, if I
He
do
said
it,
it's not a need for him to pay.
Oh.
yeah.
As long as she has
but
shelter,
if I can,
yeah.
I will.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I
But-
can, every
Dude.
man feels that way though. I think if they have the money,
You got
I
a
feel,
lot of 50-50 niggas out there though.
yeah, but they don't want to be. They just broke. I'm saying I'm not just serious. Like I'm not saying broke as in like
All of them ain't. Some of them just been scarred by a chick.
Yeah, it ain't gonna last, man. You ain't looking for a wife, honestly, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. You looking for a baddie.
In fact, it's most dudes that want to do 50-50 have been through some stuff.
Yeah. But if you making
I mean,
it,
but what's wrong with 50-50?
You know, I
Nothing.
ain't saying nothing. This is good dialogue. You know, I ain't saying nothing. I'm quiet.
I wanna
There's
know.
nothing wrong with it.
Nothing if you putting all the money in one pot. Who cares who provided, who gave, who did what?
That's what I'm saying.
If it's all in one pot, but you got people that feel like they don't want to put their money in the same account.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah. Oh,
You damn.
no, girlfriend. You gotta be my wife because I know
Man.
plenty of girls. They trying. Oh, we need a
Your
I
joint.
done
When you
seen
get
some
divorced,
crazy
your personal
women.
accounts will come up too.
Well,
It don't matter if you separate things.
so when
you're
you buy the
married.
house, make sure
Your
you put in
personal
your
accounts
name.
come up too.
All that shit.
Make sure your name is on there, man. 'Cause
You still splitting it.
Y'all still ain't answered the question. What is the problem with 50-50? You know what I'm saying?
Nothing if you put all the money in the same pot. I'm giving 50%. If my 50% is $35,000 a year, and your 50% is $50,000 a year, I still gave my 50. I'm giving you, and it shouldn't be 50. I'm giving 100% me.
I'm really.
You give me 100% you. All of it's going into the marriage.
You talking about like whatever you is.
Whatever you are,
Thank you. Oh,
it ain't no. Nah, I make more than you,
Exactly.
so I don't have to put it all in.
But that's
there.
what. That's the
I'm
time and
only
age
putting
that
in
we in
That's
what
though.
you
exactly
got.
what the time
Whole
we
time
are
making
right
six
now.
figures.
That's
This and that.
disaster for
People-
a marriage.
Yeah.
They don't understand.
Single.
$65,000, $70,000 is a lot of money that you can work with to build, to rent. I mean, depending where you live.
Put it in the same pot.
Yeah, but I'm saying is
Yeah.
like, it's a lot of money. You can work with that plus having somebody else. Combined it, like I said, let's say 75 and she makes 50. You're over 100,000 in that home. If you put all that into your home, you can afford the house, you can afford the car, this and that. But you got to drop that. Oh, I'm making 75 and you making 50.
Yeah.
We're
So
making
I'm only
140.
putting 50
Yeah.
because you only putting 50 in.
Exactly.
It's like that's
Whatever you can cover, if it's gonna help me, all right. You know what I mean?
Booty tang.
Why you got your feet up like that?
I'm chilling, man. I'm enjoying this. This
No,
is a
you
good
gotta
dialogue.
say something crazy. Why?
I'm not about to say
You
that.
can
I'm listening
talk
to everybody
for a minute.
because I'm waiting on you because you never told us what you feel
Yeah,
about
he just.
you up here being Don Cornelius with the shit, and you up here just
I'm
narrating.
trying
Now
to
we want you.
navigate through the circuit.
I want you to navigate your
Yeah,
turn.
navigate.
What's your perspective on that? Because
All
we gotta
I
go
said,
around.
I feel like a man is responsible for.
A man is responsible.
I feel like a man is responsible for the bills, the necessities.
Okay. Cool.
I feel like
All of it.
the necessities.
Well, and make sure because for the listeners, what do you consider as the necessities?
The necessities are making sure you got somewhere to live.
Okay.
Everything
so
you
that means
need
like the mortgage,
to survive.
like a mortgage, right? You'll take care of the mortgage, right?
Everything you need to survive. Dude, you got 27%. Everything you need to survive, I am responsible for it.
Mm-hmm.
Biblically, I am responsible for what you need to survive.
So taking her out on dates, that's not a necessity.
That's not a need.
So
That's a bonus.
So you going Dutch?
So everything again.
Vacations is
So
a
everything.
bonus. Car notes are a bonus.
Are you going Dutch?
Internet bonus.
The women now are taking that as a necessity.
But in order to be the kind of man, in order for me to be the kind of man that you're saying that you require in a marriage, like if you feel like I should take care of everything, I shouldn't have to come to you and ask you for sex.
Exactly.
I shouldn't have
Here
to
we
ask you
go.
to cook.
Let's
Exactly.
get to
I
it.
shouldn't have to ask you to clean the house.
Huh?
I shouldn't have to ask you why my kids failing in school.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to ask you to be kind to me,
Yeah.
talk to me nice, say good morning to me, baby, make me some tea, make me some breakfast. I shouldn't have to ask you to be anything if you got in your mind what I should be as a man, as your husband.
That shit sound like slavery.
You should be.
That's exactly what they be
That
saying.
shit sound like slavery, G. You know what I'm saying? What you just said right there and now, you want a woman to do all that? If
No. I'm saying if I'm taking care of everything, that means you take care of everything you're supposed to too. I'm saying for the women that feel like a man should only.
I'm looking at you. So you disagree with that?
You said-
I'm asking you a question. In his perspective, he said that if I pay for everything and I'm paying for everything financially, I'm taking care of everything. There's responsibility. Those things, what he's asking, you should be able to do. You said you feel like that's a problem.
It's not that.
I'm asking you a direct question.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a direct answer.
Talk to me, brother.
It's not that.
That's 50-50.
It's not that I'm disagreeing with what G is saying. I'm just looking at it from how a female perspective might be like.
I know,
damn.
that's what I was saying too.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what
Like,
a lot
that
of them
sound like some
feel like that's
You got some-
slavery.
you got
modern day
They
slavery
want,
type shit.
yeah, they want us to pay for all
That's
the things. That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
keeping it
The
100.
things like the Cardinal, the internet, all that other stuff that you're saying. They put that in
And the
man-
necessities.
yeah.
That's his responsibility.
Yeah,
Right.
you gonna have to pay.
What's yours?
Exactly.
Exactly.
But they saying that if I have
Everything
to
got
cook,
his name.
yeah, exactly. But they saying that that's slavery. Like, oh, we don't
Exactly.
have to do that.
But you didn't say that. Though.
But
that's
it
what
ain't
I'm saying.
slavery when
That's
I do what I got to do.
That's what he was
That's
saying from like
perspective.
Okay,
most
cool.
of the women.
Okay, cool. I'm with
He's
you.
saying,
You know what I'm
he's
You
saying
on
that-
the show with us, though.
I mean,
Be with us.
I get that.
no, but
No.
he's saying is that's
No,
how
he
women
don't-
thinking
I get
now.
He on cute different
Hashtag.
by himself.
I'm trying to get a females a way of looking at it.
But in all fairness, ain't it slavery if you expect me to do all of that?
You
don't do
pay
that?
all the bills.
Hold
right?
on, say it one more
Listen,
time.
You pay all the bills. She drives the Lexus, whatever, and you come home. She's like, "Nah, I don't want to have sex." And you ain't have sex with no like, a whole week. Nothing ain't cooked. You been going out to eat.
Get 'em, Nick.
You coming home. You
Yeah, you
taking
know
the
How
kids
long?
out. to
I'll
eat.
ask you a question. I want to be the devil's advocate. How long has this been going on? This narrative. Say how long they been doing this? Where they ain't cooking, they ain't cleaning. Has it been a week? Has it been a month? Has it been a year? Like what we talking about, Nick?
A week is too long.
Okay, so what they do it for months, and that's what they've done throughout the relationship.
Then he should leave her alone.
That one. 'Cause everybody allowed to slack on their job sometimes.
Yeah,
You ain't
okay.
you ain't gonna be that.
Shit, them bills.
And you
ain't-
got a
them
week is a
bills
long
ain't
time.
But I'm
Every
saying,
month, 31st,
if I
first
slack-
month, I got shit got to be there.
If I
And money.
slack on my job for a week, do you think I'm gonna still have a job?
No.
Hell no.
You think Mr. Billy in the office still gonna let me
That
work
house ain't gonna be
if
there.
I ain't doing my job? This the job that you expect me to provide from. If I don't do my job for a week,
Exactly.
I ain't got no job no more, and I can't provide for you. So if you don't do your job for a week, 2 weeks, 30 days, it don't been some complaints formed against you. I don't say, well, I ain't had none in 2 weeks, babe. You said you had a headache 2 weeks ago. You ain't thought on your own to come to me and give me
Let's
something.
be reasonable. We're not gonna say for a month. We'll say for months. So say for years. Even there's some people that's been in this.
Years.
No,
Yeah,
no,
let me
no,
know.
And that's his fault.
Hear me out.
That's his
No,
fault.
we just correct the narrative. Go ahead, though, G. Answer, go. But
That's his fault.
there are people in that situation that's been there for years. Is it not, G?
And that's his fault.
There's
That's
people-
them. My point is, if you looking at me like I need to do this, that means I can't drop the ball at my job. If I drop the ball at my job, I can't provide for you. This is your job to make sure I'm good. If you drop the ball at your job for said however many days or however many months you want to put on that, if I ain't gonna have no job if I do what you did, why you think you get a job?
Yeah.
You can't be wife if you don't want to do the job of a wife.
Yeah.
You know what that's called? Entitlement.
Huh?
So, I won't give my perspective on it because I am the one that's married on here. I do pay for everything. You know, I do. For the most part, I do feel like that you need to have those discussions before you get into that situation with a person, know what their ideology is as far as their perspective on that. Because you got women out there because I'm going to talk from a man perspective, so I can't talk from any other perspective. But from a man perspective, you got women out there who got their own bag and don't want to add nothing to the household, but this is mine. Mm-hmm. I want to spend on Gucci, Prada, whatever, and if there's something comes up, say that there's a trip that comes up, and I'm paying for all the bills in the house, and I need you to probably cover the plane ticket. Mm-hmm. You got women that will argue you down because the fact is they have to come out the pocket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I understand the perspective of what you were saying, and also G, you were saying, and Nick, you were saying that
I'm always right.
that if it's going to the household, that it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Because if you're looking at it from a perspective of, well, this man take care of the bills year round, and he asking me for $1,000 for a couple of plane tickets, that ain't nothing.
I'm gonna question you.
No, hear me out though. But hold on. but hold on. I want.
So you saying in the scenario she's working?
She's working now. You got someone that's not working. That's not working, and I would ask people, if you got a woman who's not providing financially. Because this is what we're talking about. Providing, like contributing. No. Talking about. Let me use the word. Not providing, but contributing. That's the word, contributing.
But she works.
But she works. But she may not work. Mm-hmm. We'll say she works. Yeah. And she got bread. Let's go there. Say, Nick, you make fucking $600,000, like you said, and she may bring in $150,000. Mm-hmm. But that $150,000 is never seen.
And
it ain't never seen. But I'm talking about though. But my question is,
see that 600 after taxes.
So my question is that a problem?
That's about $250 after taxes.
But say it. Is that
That's
a
a
problem?
problem.
but time out though. But we did then. So it kind of goes back to what G is saying. If you're gonna be in this relationship, you have to contribute some way somehow.
Yeah.
It can't be where
It don't have to be
you're with
financially.
someone, even financially, emotionally, spiritually,
Exactly.
or even in the household.
Yeah.
You have to contribute. If you're being with somewhere, all they're doing is just existing in your world while
Just
you're
giving you
providing
that.
and you're doing everything. To me, that's dead weight.
Thank you. That's what I said.
That is
Drop
dead weight. Because the problem is how I look at it as society has made it where there's too much entitlement because I have this anatomy, because I'm a female, that I'm supposed to get these things because I'm a woman, you're a man, you're supposed to do all this shit, and I don't have to bring nothing to the table. There's some people that's like that. But you got to have those conversations, like Nick said, to determine the person's mindset and know, are you a team player or are you more of an individual player?
All right, so let me ask you this question. Okay, so you feel like females are maids, or do you feel like females are maids?
No, I do not feel like females are maids, but I feel like no.
You sound like Montel Williams.
No, it's cool. No, it's cool
That's
though.
my
I can answer
last
the question.
name, so
That's
you-
totally fine. No, females are not maids and females are not robots. Females are individual spiritual beings that have a purpose in this world just like we do. They have a contribution too.
Yeah.
And everybody has a role, has a responsibility in the relationship, wherever that may be.
You were created to be a helpmeet to assist in your. I mean,
So that sound like a maid.
No, see,
No.
no, let me ask the question.
Help.
No,
if you're in a
Can I
relationship,
ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
No,
No, let me ask you a question. Are you okay? And I'm going to ask you this because this is directed towards you. Are you okay with being in a situation where you provide, you protect, you do everything, and this woman doesn't do nothing all day long? You come home. No. Because what you say, no. Hold on, hear me out. Let me correct the scenario. Because you're saying we're talking about maids.
Yeah.
So we're talking about where she doesn't work, but she doesn't clean up the house. You come home to a dirty home. You come home to no food on the table.
Yeah.
You come home where you don't have, it don't show no productivity what was done throughout the day. And that's what it is every single day. Do you feel like, time out.
Yeah.
Do you feel, are you going to be okay with that? Could you live with that for the rest of your life?
Hell no.
So
But
then,
that's
that's
what you're saying.
that's what you,
That's what you're saying.
That's what we're saying.
You
like,
saying
if
you
you
saying
paying
it's
all
the
the bills,
maid to say that she should do all. Yeah, you are.
if you
Okay.
paying all the
I don't
bills,
want I'm not saying you're a maid. Nope, I'm not saying that. That's it.
Okay.
I won't say the word maid.
Let's-
I won't use the word maid.
Let's strike that from the evidence. Strike that from.
I
the
won't use
case.
the word maid. No.
You are a nanny.
I won't use that either. I won't use that either. I won't use that
Okay,
either.
let's strike that from there.
Because that's like me saying then.
Let's strike that
I
from.
won't
I
use
said it.
that.
Let me correct it.
I won't say that either.
You are a wife.
thank you.
But wife,
that's
but
what
time
you
out.
gotta say.
But
That's
time
what
out.
you
But
gotta
time
say.
out though.
That's
But
what it is.
hold on,
Nanny-
can't say shit.
nanny
But a
and
wife,
maid
but
is
time
wrong.
out. A wife is not a nanny either, though. That's
No.
that's so. What
you are.
you?
All these different terms.
You see,
Y'all gotta say all these different terms to make everything comfortable, right?
Because your people listen to
No, I speak my mind, bro. That's one thing I do. I speak my mind. That's just real. And everybody know where I stand on that. That's just real. I just say this at
So
the
she
end.
ain't no maid.
No, I don't look at her as a maid because I don't look as a maid. Excuse, absolutely not. I don't look
her
at
as
my
a
wife
wife.
as my wife is not my maid. My wife is my wife. My wife has a responsibility that we have agreed upon that she does, but I don't look at her because she cooks or she cleans and she cleans the home. That means that's my fucking maid. Like, I won't do that to her.
You can't call her Florence.
I mean, but you wouldn't say that.
I
mean,
don't
you
think that
you
either.
would.
I don't think that or
You would.
feel that. I look at it as that she has a, no, I don't, because she has a responsibility.
It's a partnership.
But yeah, but it's all about your mindset. I don't look at, well, because you cook and you clean and
I
you
just
got
made
them.
that point.
I just know that, but I know, but you said that though, so I'm gonna make the point. I don't look at it because you do certain things in the household, you my fucking maid. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, these are your responsibilities. This is what you do. This is what you contribute
I
to
ain't say
our
that.
relationship. Because this nigga messy as fuck. I ain't fuck with them.
But it's bad when they look.
But
at
you feel where I'm coming from, though, bro?
Yeah, but so it's bad if they look at you as a bank because it's
Yeah.
the same thing. Yeah.
Okay, then. So that's what I'm saying,
You
though.
a bank, nigga?
You're a bank.
But time out, I don't. But hold on, though. But y'all missing the point. I ain't gonna argue with y'all today. You know how niggas want to. You know how they want to try to goddamn.
I'm
Right,
saying,
I know,
okay,
you know what I'm saying?
you can't call them maids and this and that. Correct. Okay,
I'm not
cool.
gonna give that
But
terminology.
you're
Stay there,
the
bro.
bank. of the relationship. Basically, that's how.
Yeah,
they
Because let me ask you a question. I'm glad you
You're
said
the
that. So if your wife said you are the bank, you the cash cow, nigga, you
Straight
is.
up. That's
Okay,
what
yes.
they say.
I know.
Yeah,
Time out.
you are
Are
my
you
man,
okay
my
with that?
son, and
You got some men that's not okay with that. I'm not your bank. Like we just talked about the
Yes.
50-50 niggas.
Yes.
50-50. You got 50-50.
But-
Okay.
but-
That's
okay,
like a
but
game,
look,
dog.
but like-
That's
but-
the 50-50 niggas
but
out there in the
listen.
trap.
But
Ah,
if you
Oh
call me
my
a bank, okay, cool. Even if you don't say that, you call me a bank, okay, then you're my wife, my
My
maid,
maid.
my chef, my nanny,
come on.
my, you know what I mean, like everything else, man. But respectfully,
Respectfully.
right? Yeah,
I
but
it don't
respectfully.
mean I don't respect you.
Okay, I am the bank.
Respectfully.
I make the most money. I'll
Yeah.
give you the money you want. $10,000.
Or I'm the
Okay,
only one
cool.
working.
Oh,
Call
yeah,
it
this
for
is-
it
oh, I'm the only one working.
Call it for what
Okay,
it
I'm the
is.
bank.
bank.
But
Yeah.
you're my
Cut
nanny.
from family.
chef.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to hear
cut
nothing about no
from
stress
family.
because I'm stressed when I
And
come
my
out there.
sex slave.
Yeah.
Aight.
Ooh.
Yes,
Prostitute.
but
You my hoe.
my hoe.
I'm trying to find the right
different.
terminology.
Put whatever y'all thoughts and y'all comments inside
Are
the
you
comment
ending the
section.
show again?
I was just trying to,
Yeah, you ending the show.
Yeah, we ain't in that show on that shit. No, we're not ending on.
No.
We're not ending on that. We got some shit we didn't talk about on that shit.
So when it comes to that, like on the flip side of that,
Y'all motherfuckers as hell.
on the flip side of that, as a man, if you ain't doing what you supposed to do, you can't ask her to cook, clean.
Yeah.
You can't ask her to do
That's
and
real
screw
talk.
you when you ask
That's
them
real
to
talk.
be screwed.
Now, that's real talk.
When you want to be screwed, you
That's
can't
grown man
expect her
talk
to
now.
walk into the house
That's grown man talk.
and you see her butt naked ready to jump on you.
Sure.
You can't ask for that kind of woman when you ain't the kind of man that deserves that kind of woman.
It's all
You ain't put in the work for that kind of woman. When you have a partnership, I have things that I must do in this relationship, and you have things you must do in this relationship in order for it to be cohesive and we live in harmony in this household.
It sounds like you've been slacking, G. You been slacking lately?
Huh?
You been slacking? You've been slacking, bro. You alright?
No.
Okay.
What you talking
I'm
about?
just trying to make sure, now.
No, that ain't about me. That ain't about me. I'm just saying you can't ask for what you don't give.
Now you
If
got
I give 100% of myself, you have to give 100% of yourself.
so if you got guys out there that's asking for this type of treatment of cooking and cleaning and don't contribute in the way they're supposed to, is that a form of entitlement to
bought
ladies?
Jordans and your kid needed braces.
Do you think that's a form of entitlement
Yes.
for men too?
It's both sides.
Yeah,
Okay,
both
I just
sides.
want to clear that up.
Yes.
That's just how men do
You
it.
can't ask her to be a maid if you ain't the bank.
Sure.
Ooh,
Foundation.
oh, I mean, you didn't have to say it like that, but say okay.
Yeah. I'm the bank. Cash cow. I like that.
Now, if you're in
Hashtag.
situations
Y'all
where
crazy. Y'all crazy. I didn't go call
in
no goddamn
situations
maid.
now that there's different dynamics because both people in the household work these days the majority of the time. So we have to come to a resolve where we both understand what's going on with this money.
Oh, should
Nobody gets to put nothing in their own pocket for their security blanket because we're both going 100 in this relationship.
I got a question. So we're talking about the bank shit, right? I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Y'all say y'all the bank. Y'all the bank, right?
You
So
the
what-
bank too.
No,
You
no,
just
no,
don't
no,
want to
no.
be.
I know where I am, but I'm gonna direct to y'all for a second. 'Cause let me be the devil's advocate. We're talking about bank. We're talking about bread. We're talking about responsibilities as far as both roles play. So hypothetical, what if you found out that your woman said she said that she tells you she makes $50,000, but now she makes $80,000, even though you pay for everything, even though you take care of the household from a financial standpoint, would you feel some type of way?
No, I just say.
Is that? Look, you got your Bible on you? Can I divorce her?
I'm asking you a question. Would you feel some type of way about it because her money's her money, doesn't matter? Would you feel some type of way you found out she was making an extra $30,000 or $40,000 extra?
It's like yes, and mainly no, but I just be like, damn, why you lie?
Yeah.
It wouldn't
For
matter
real.
to me because I don't give a damn about your funds anyway. You're using my funds for everything.
Yeah.
You know the reason I bring it up because I've heard. The reason I bring it up because I know there's people out there who lies about what they make a year just to make it them seem like they need to keep all their money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real.
And that's real talk. So my
Even if
question
they make
is:
more than
is
you,
that a
they gonna
deal
spend
breaker?
your money.
Is that a deal breaker? Because you got people out there like you said again.
Even if they make more than you, they're going to still want to spend your money.
That you gonna be responsible for it.
Right.
Yeah, I know that situation.
Okay, then. So my thing is, are you okay? So my question is, y'all okay with that? Would you let it slide, or would you remove yourself from that situation? Is that a deal breaker?
It depends. Are we talking from a marital standpoint, or are we talking from
Marital.
marital?
Marital. Like she been
No.
doing.
Can you be independent in the
I wouldn't
marriage?
be.
And so
No.
it's been 4 years. You didn't know that.
All y'all
Huh?
answer that.
What?
Can you be independent in the
No.
marriage?
No.
We both
No.
depend on each other.
And if you are, you might as well cheat. You might as well
It's
just go
gotta
ahead and
be.
get two separate
It's
eyes.
gotta be a team effort thing, and
No,
you gotta
it's-
look at it as my ideology has always been that we gotta build an empire together. We're building an empire. We're not two individuals. We're together to build an empire. Our empire is our family. Our empire is our home. And we're not contributing to that, and we're looking at, or one person's doing it and the other one's not, it's going to be a problem. Like you said, G's got to be 100, not 175, 125, or one week I may do 100 with you, the next week I may be doing goddamn 50,
So you
because I
not
don't fucking feel like
So
it.
you're not for prenups?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm for prenups only if I made the bag before you came into the picture, and I gotta make sure that I'm protecting myself because there's laws out there that's protecting women.
Then she gonna
Let me say that one more time. There's laws out there that's protecting women.
There's some.
Hear me out. So my job is at the end of the day, if you with me because of love, then the prenup won't matter. Because I'm gonna take care of you. If my work ethic and my fruits of my labor has shown you throughout the relationship, I'm gonna take care and I'm gonna still take care of you. And I decide that I'm gonna prenup you. That's my divine right, and it's your divine right as a woman too to accept it or not.
All right. So let me ask you this: do a man devalue? So do a man devalue himself in order to find true love?
When you say devalue, hold on, no. What do you mean by devalue? Because I need to go deeper with that. What do you mean by that statement?
Like when I say devalue, I'm talking about just
It sounds like settling, to be honest.
Yeah,
I want no. I want him to answer. What do you mean by
say
devalue?
settlement.
I want you to talk.
I would say just like from
you don't tell me what to do.
from a verbal attribute.
I was like, huh?
That's some shit they nigga thought about that shit for the last 3 months. You don't tell me what to do. You remember that shit off of Color Purple? You remember the movie Color Purple when the old girl at the very end said, "My name is who? My name is Mary Agnes." That she had a moment where she thought about this shit long enough.
I'm saying from a verbal attribute, like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, like, bending the truth like most men do in order to kind of see exactly where they stand.
That's
with
deception.
females.
So no, that's bullshit because you deception.
I do that.
See, that's deception. I don't do deception.
I do that. I used to tell women I was a janitor when I was dating.
But that's not deception. What you're doing at that point, I'm saying if I'm trying to make myself be something I know that I'm not.
That means I made.
That's a form of
$5 an
deception.
hour.
That's a form of deception. I'm not going to use deception as a way to get a woman because that means I'm not secure with myself. If I got to lie about certain attributes or things that I'm not doing, knowing things that I'm doing, knowing that I'm not doing. You dig what I'm saying? So no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be real. And if you like it, you like it. And if you don't, the beautiful thing about it is it's over 1 billion people on this earth, a few billion on this earth. You can find somebody.
7.8.
So you've been told your wife that you had the bag when you first met her.
I didn't tell her I had the bag. I had to show her I had the bag. Let me say that one more time. Talk is talk. The actions speak. If I'm able, I showed her how to bag based upon me providing. Me being able to know that she can wake up every fucking day and she ain't got to worry about what bill got to be paid. She ain't got to worry about what food going to be put on the table. She ain't got to worry about what kind of car or what if I'm going to get to point A and point B because that's already been taken care of. I'm taking care of that.
You showed her that you can provide.
Absolutely. I had to
The
show
bag sounds like you're now telling us that you make $600 a year.
I don't say I make $600 a year, but what I proved is that everybody has to prove something in a relationship in order for us to move forward. You got to prove to me that you're wife material by you exhibiting wifey actions, by you take care of the household, by you make sure that you are nurturing or able to be a mother or able to be a wife.
But that was after you built your foundation. That's all I want to make.
No.
Or what was it?
That was during the process. You guys show me those. You guys show me those attributes, right? You can't expect a woman. All of a sudden, you marry a woman and y'all say I do, and she's a wife, and she never, and you expect for her to show you wifey attributes that she never did before. You guys show me that during the trial.
Yeah, but I'm just
you guys show me that during the probation period. No, I look at it as when you're in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend. That's a probation period.
So what you make now is what you was making when you met your wife?
No, I make more.
Yeah, you make more.
I make more.
So what you was making then, that was enough for her.
Yeah, I mean, it was enough for her because I was doing that, but I chased the bag. So, I mean, I didn't settle. You feel me? But the point is, go ahead.
What I'm saying is it's not like you have to have a bag.
You don't have to have
your
a bag.
version of a bag may not be a version
Exactly.
of
A bag to me is you just being able to be responsible of handling your duties and knowing that you can do it in a way in which your family is not at risk or having to worry about how they're gonna meet every
that's
single
not a
month.
bag.
I can do that at Crystal's though.
Yeah, I
Not
see,
necessarily.
That's not a bag.
Not
I
necessarily.
can
Well,
do
even
that
okay. Well,
in
even
Wayne's
and
job.
hold on. Let me expound upon that. Even you having the bag, because we talked about being able to.
That's being responsible, not having a bag.
But even if you being responsible, talking about okay, cool. So what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You said being responsible, right?
Yeah.
But in order for you to be responsible to do those things, don't you gotta have some type of form of a bag?
No.
But yes, the fuck you do. You can't sit there and work in no fucking pause. You can't sit there and work in no goddamn crystals, making $14 an hour, paying a fucking $1,500 mortgage. You paying a fucking power bill. You paying the water bill.
Why
No,
do I have to?
huh?
I can do an $800 bill.
But see, the problem is,
That's all
though.
they have.
But we talking about that. Thank you. That's all fact. So if those salary equates to you only equivalent to doing 50, then for some
not
women that's a
even-
problem.
That goes back to
That's a
me-
problem
Not
for
the
some
point I was
women.
making, but if I can only afford to pay comfortably $800 a month, we gonna have to live in this $800.
Oh, pause. Or she gonna have to be.
but-
Pause. Or she gonna have to find someone who could be able to give her the thing that she want too, and that's okay
But we
too.
talking about a woman that accepted me.
Now, she accepts you, then that's a different story. But if you're talking about that, you have to live within your means. But even then, $14 an hour is still not even enough based upon inflation
So
and based
who?
upon what it depends on your
They still got
location.
$800
Catch your
cribs
question.
out there.
Where we live at right now, and hold on, time out. I'm not gonna name our location and where we at in Georgia, but based upon where we at in Georgia, fast food restaurants are
We
averaging
in the
making.
Atlanta area.
Okay, cool. So
13.
based on where we at, fast food 13. We'll say 14. I'll give you the 14.
All right.
Well, $14 an hour, based upon what you said that a man's supposed to do, being able to pay your mortgage, because you ain't gonna find no fucking mortgage at $800. You kiss that shit to the sky. You're not gonna find an apartment for $800.
Okay.
You're not gonna find it.
Listen, section, what is it? Section 8?
That's not
Section 8, but
You talking about based on today's time? There's people out there with $600 mortgages right now.
but how long that been in that fucking house in that house? How long that been in there? We're talking about if you buying a house today.
Nah,
Today. We're talking about y'all young kids.
If you own a house with
Must be
Chick-fil-A,
nice. How long you had your house?
I ain't making it about me.
Oh, my
I'm
bad.
just saying there's people out there that have those situations that bought before the inflation.
But that's
I don't
smart
have
though.
that.
But I'm with you though. That's smart
Yeah.
though. But what I'm saying is, Joe. I mean, you good. But what I'm
Nah,
saying is,
I'm burning.
you ain't gonna burn me, dog. We good, man. I know how to pass. To the
Pause.
left. To the left. So anyway, but I mean, I guess my whole
Wait for that podcast.
who me?
Pass to the left podcast. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be a whole nother session to the left. We're gonna call it to the left. We're gonna call it to the left. No, anybody, we ain't gotta say it. People that know when you pass to the left, you already know what time it is. We're gonna leave it at that. If you don't pass to the right, you pass to the what? To the left. But anyway, the point I'm making is, I guess that when we're asking for certain things, we have to be honest with ourselves of what we bring to the table. Because if we can't have these high
But you
expectations,
shitting on low level niggas. Though.
again,
I'm not
that
shitting
goes-
on low level niggas. What I am doing is I'm telling people that y'all saying the same goddamn thing, and which is at the end of the day, if you got to have something that you bring to the table. I'm not trying to be funny, but if I'm making fucking $10 an hour and I'm making $15 an hour, and I know that if I want to have fucking 2 or 3 kids, and that's what she wants, that realistically that type of salary is not going to fucking work, and
But
you
if
have
I
to be.
bought my house 5-10 years ago. I already got a house, and my job at KFC, Crystal, wherever I'm at, that's paying me $10, $15 an hour. If it's already working in our favor, and you chose me, you have to accept what I bring to
But
the
You
hold
have
on.
to. That's a choice.
That
But
house was before the girl, though, was it?
yes. Was it before the girl?
Everything changes with a girl. That's another $50,000 a year, $100,000 a
That's
year.
another bill.
That
another
Crystal's
bill.
not gonna keep
And,
up that house.
and then
and
not
that
even
girl.
just that though, but my thing is,
Hey, he was on fries at first.
catch
Now I got a family.
But time out
I
though.
want to be shift leader.
Catch your question.
I got a family. I want to be the manager now.
I'm gonna ask you a question. So let's go there. So we're talking about if long as my check say
Progression
make it,
happens.
as long as you write the check that you're able to
Unless you're CEO.
to be
I
able
ain't
to.
shitting on our listeners like you.
I'm not shitting on nobody. I'm being
Y'all
realistic.
still shitting on the
I
listeners.
know
No,
I'm not.
What I
No.
said was my 600,000 is not your 60,000. So work off of your 60,000, not my.
My
600.
thing is this: what I'm saying
That's
is
my
I'm
shit.
being realistic because it don't matter about because it's still budgeting at the end of the day. You could be a
Budgeting,
$600,000 nigga that bought $1 million home and you still fucked up.
Yeah, you still living check
Still,
to check.
still thank you. So the
Because
point,
you bought $1 million home.
but
That's
my
stupidity.
but point is though, it's still the situation. No matter how the outcome is, it can be what it can be. The point I'm making is that at the end of the day, is that even if you pay for the bills, say what you pay the mortgage, you pay the power bill, you do all that stuff, and you pay for everything, and y'all good, and that's it. Isn't there more to the relationship besides just make sure the fucking bill is paid? Like, what if you look at it as y'all have children, y'all start producing seeds, offsprings, and y'all can't do fucking vacation because that's all you have enough money for is paying bills. There's a thing that's called that when you go get a fucking mortgage called debt to income ratio, and you don't want to be in terminology, it's called being house broke.
I'm not telling these guys to not be ambitious.
Which, okay.
I'm not saying that. But I'm saying where I'm at right now, if what I have is not something acceptable to you, you with the wrong nigga.
That's true, and you have the right to walk away, and that's totally fine.
But saying that I'm not worthy of no woman because I make $10.
Oh, I didn't say that. No.
You did though.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, I'm not saying that. I
know.
never said the words that you're not worthy. But what I am saying is that you have to be realistic with your expectations of what you want. Now, if you want to be with someone who's going to accept you for making that, and there's women out there who's okay with that, that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Just know that I'm not trying to be funny. But as you becoming a man, and we're talking about being a provider, you have to be able to generate fucking revenue and income.
Revenue.
But you have to continue to generate it, though. It has to continue to grow.
He's been at that job 10 years.
I'm saying
that's his job. He started at 475. Now he at 10. Now he in another year he probably gonna get bumped up to 15. All I'm saying is to what y'all two are saying, Nick and Ty. I want to make sure they know that Lilo and G didn't say that.
Nigga, you talk about you call female maids. I don't want to hear that shit. You kick that shit to the sky. Go ahead.
Well, all I'm saying is what you bring to the table is what you bring to the table.
That's true.
That's what you got.
That's true.
If you with me, you with me. If you ain't, say it.
That's totally fine. But my question to you is, G, is that with you being able to provide a level of, to be able to provide, period, does it come with you being able to have more of a say-so in your household based upon what you're able to do? Based upon how you're able to provide? No. Based upon that. So
that's a given.
So my thing is, so it's a given. So that means that it's okay for a woman to give to a man and submit to a man who don't work, who don't do those things because it's given because of that. Like, no. That doesn't work. You gotta bring.
That's not a man. What I'm saying is, this man is putting 100% into his relationship. That's what I'm saying.
Of what he got.
Right. He's putting 100% in.
And that should be. And I'm asking
different levels to it. True. You're talking about the levels. You're saying that because I'm making $15 an hour, that's not enough. That might be enough for me and my girl. That's enough for us.
I think
that's not a life like yours.
I think the biggest problem is the $60,000 dudes want the $100,000 woman. I think that's what it is.
That's definitely what it is.
Yeah, but you can't afford her.
Why you can't?
Because she doesn't want to cook at McDonald's.
Your tax bracket brings her closer to you.
No, I didn't say no. Not she's making $100,000. I'm talking about the woman that you get. Making $100,000, they be broke. Most
I dated millionaires before. I ain't nowhere near $100,000 a year.
I don't think she's bad too.
The $60,000, the lower income men be wanting like the bad Instagram models that messes with people like Drake and such.
Them girls don't make that kind of money.
They don't make no type of money.
No, they don't make money. I'm saying.
Almost said
I'm saying like me as a man, if I make $1 million, I'm gonna get the baddest woman because I make the most money. Somebody making $60,000, it's not going to get those same women. But he wants those women.
Depending on the type of caliber woman that you're trying to
get. That's what I'm saying.
So there's levels, like you said, there's levels to this shit.
Exactly. So if you make $60,000, you can't get Beyonce. There's no way in hell you can get Beyonce. But that's what they're trying to chase and trying to make happy, and you go broke trying to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like
I can't expect for a woman that's a Fortune 500 woman that's making that bread, and I'm making fucking $15 an hour and trying to be on that level. Yeah. Is it possible you can still pull it? Absolutely, it's still possible. But we have to be realistic because what we talk about,
what her values are in the relationship.
Right. But we got to understand though, at the end of the day, like
you're making this all financial.
No, I'm not making it financial. I'm talking about the caliber of woman. Drake pulls a different types of woman than I pull.
Wow, what's the difference between you and Drake?
Drake makes $600 million a year. He can pull Beyonce and the girls that I really, really want, but I can't afford them girls because they looking at people who make millions and millions of dollars. When you bring that type of woman who's looking for $1 million man and a $60,000 man,
yeah, but that's only like that's like 5% of the black community.
No, it's not. Every man, every woman I didn't talk to more than 6 figures and more. 6 figures,
it's like
6 figures.
1% of the
6 figures.
It's more like 1%. All of us ain't 6 figures.
No, we didn't say that.
No, we didn't say that,
But there's people out there expect for you to have some type of bag
Yeah.
because there's this thing that people believe
When
that.
you say bag, what's a bag?
Let me say bag. Let me say that you gotta be able to
That's
have
how I'm
some
talking
type
about
of
from the woman's standpoint.
Let me not use the word.
ours.
Let me not
I'm talking about from the woman's
Go ahead.
standpoint.
Go first.
No, I'm talking about from the woman's standpoint. They want a 6-figure man, 6 foot, this and this and this. All these outrageous things.
All the fantasies little girls have.
Yes, but grown women, like 20s and up.
They have maturity.
Exactly, but they 20, 30, 40 years old, and it's like, bro, you still.
Well,
She can't even cook and clean, and you want
I
Drake?
feel like okay, but look, okay, let me say this. I feel like, but I do
Drake
know,
got made.
but I do know of man.
In different area codes too.
No.
That joke got made in different area
He got
codes.
made.
But he got the money to do.
He got the
to-
money.
he
The
got
Capital to
money.
be able to do
He
it.
got
I'm
the
not
money.
saying that you want. I don't want to buy nobody. I'm not saying to have. You have to have money is a way of you buying a relationship, of buying happiness. I'm not saying that.
No, but I'm saying the
I'm
type
not
of money
saying
you
that. I'm
have.
not saying that. I want to make sure I clear it up because if it comes off
Raising a
saying
different girl.
that you having money is a way of you buying the happiness and buying what you want, then I apologize. I'm not saying that. What I am saying though is that it is a necessity for a woman to be able to see that you can generate a fucking revenue and generate money.
Can I intervene?
Go ahead.
I gotta intervene in that
Go ahead.
shit. Because I feel everything y'all saying, you know, I hear that, the love and all that shit count and all that, you know what I'm saying, whoop, whoop, whoop. It sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But just give it, each interview, if you don't believe me, try it. You know what I'm saying? Just give yourself 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Not even 3 months. What, a month? Give yourself a month. You know what I'm saying? Don't come home with that bag.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Don't come home with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a wrap.
I want you. Everybody want to be like, oh, love it's all that.
Say it
shit,
one more
All
time.
that motherfucker, all that.
The
Like,
responsible
it's not bad.
thing
What's
for a
the
man
what's the
to
number
do
one what's the number one
is
reason why
have
people
a
get
career.
divorces? What's the number one
The
reason?
bag.
Because of
Finances.
finances. That's the number one reason
I
for
was like,
divorce.
That's
Get
the
out of
biggest
here.
lie about divorce. That's the biggest
Man,
lie.
I don't know about that.
I'm not saying
Most women divorce because they're not happy.
The bag.
They don't love you.
They don't love you.
They don't
Women
want
are
you
not built
to.
to love, though.
Ooh,
They built to love.
You said what now?
Women are not built to love. They're meant to.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't say that. I didn't
Wait,
say that.
wait, wait,
Hold
wait,
on.
wait.
That's a whole other topic. Go.
No, I'm
Go.
serious.
Where you going?
Women are not built to love. They're meant to get a man that can provide or
Honor.
Yeah, to honor. To
Disrespect you.
what?
Ooh.
Huh?
Shit.
Disrespect you.
What a oil.
Oh, yeah.
That's your job.
What a
Yeah.
oil. What a oil.
I'm going with you. I thought you was going in that
What a
area.
oil.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
what
they
you-
don't. Women are not built to love. They're meant to. What do they call?
What? Pass me the oil. Pass me the.
It's like,
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah, they're not built to love, man. They which is fine. Men love harder than women. I say that men.
Wow.
We tend to accept more than what women accept.
Why is that? Why is that?
Hold on, no.
Why
Let
is
me
that?
finish. No, I want him to finish.
Yeah, this
Expound. No,
It's fine.
expound.
Let
Go.
it shit.
Let that
No, honestly,
marinate. Go.
Because
Breathe.
if let's say if a woman decides, oh, I'm tired, babe, that's why I didn't cook and this and that, we can say, okay, we can give it a week. You lose that
So what
job,
you say? The man will compromise with that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of men that you think they'll
but if you
compromise
lose
with that.
that job or you do something, she's out of there.
I don't know.
So you're not waiting for she move on to the next because she's trying to be prepared for her family or whatever. She's trying to make it.
So what you're saying is that, and to sum
Submissive.
it up,
There
to
we
sum
go.
it, sum it up, you think that women looking for a man when they look for a man that can provide stability?
Yeah, they don't care about love.
That's security.
Do you
But
think,
no,
okay.
I'm with you.
Hold on.
So
Do you- Okay,
go
one
ahead.
question.
Go
Do
with
you
it.
think Donald Trump's wife love him? No.
She got that bag.
No.
Let me get that bag.
Listen, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. She's still with him.
Let me get.
She ain't finna leave him for no 60,000. No,
Because of
not
that bag.
for me. He make $1 billion. She'd be stupid to leave.
Come on, because of that bag.
She ain't finna drive Maybachs with Mark down the street.
Ain't no love in there.
I'm
no
telling
love
you,
in
women are
this.
not built to love, which is okay. I wish you understand, men are meant to be the banks.
Come on,
correct.
Nick.
But if we're gonna be the banks, you're gonna have to be submissive, as in cook, clean, and
Come on,
just the
Nick.
simple stuff. That's why I say men can accept more bullshit from women than a woman can accept from a man. They be quick to leave. We're not quick to leave. We can. That's why most men are in toxic relationship now. We can stay and try to, you know what I mean.
So based upon statistics, who initiated the divorce? The man or the
Women,
woman?
Ooh.
75%.
Time to go. It's time to
It's more. Shit, 75, 95, 85. It's more than 50.
Why they leaving?
Why did they leave? You said that. Why you said that they divorced the initiative?
Because they're not happy.
Based on what?
Mostly it's financial.
And sexually and
Yeah, it's something. But we can't do that. We're not built like that.
So we gonna leave it right there. So y'all let us know what y'all think. Hashtag Cut Different on all social media platforms. You can find our pages on Facebook, Instagram. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Music. You can find us everywhere, y'all. Even on Pandora, if y'all still use that. Alexa, play Cut Different. So, this has been our episode, y'all. Like, share, comment. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us. These are our 2 cents. Spend them or save them. We out of here, y'all.
Peace.